Hi students, let us continue the chapter arithmetic progression. Let us start with a new topic, 3 or more terms in an AP. Okay. So briefly let us go through this. So what is the meaning of 3 or more terms in an AP? So when 3 of the consecutive terms of an AP is given, that means the terms will not be given. They might give a question like 3 consecutive terms, such like that. So, for example, the first one, sum of 3 consecutive terms are given. How do we consider the AP is the question. Consecutive terms are given. We take the AP as A minus D, A and A plus D. Okay. So the second condition is when sum of 4 consecutive. So here it is 4 consecutive terms given. Given it is A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D, A plus 3D. Third one is 5 consecutive terms. 5 consecutive terms are given. 5 consecutive terms are given. You take it as A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D, A plus 2D. A plus 2D. Okay. Now coming to the 6 consecutive terms. When 6 consecutive terms are given, you take it as A minus 5D, A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D, A plus 3D and A plus 5D. Okay. So this is how you will consider when 3 or more terms in AP is given. So let us do few questions so it will be more clear to you. Okay. Before that, let me explain you one more topic, that is arithmetic mean. What is arithmetic mean? Okay. If 3 numbers, that is A and B are in arithmetic progression. They are in arithmetic capital A and B are in arithmetic progression, then A is called arithmetic mean. A is called arithmetic mean of A and B, between A and B. Okay. So how do we take it? If these 3 are in AP, you can call, because it's a difference, you can call like this. A minus A will be equal to B minus A. Correct? A minus A will be equal to B minus A. Did you understand the concept? Taking the common difference of the AP. So if it is so, you can take this A this side. What you will get? 2 times A is equal to A plus B. So what will be A? A will be equal to A plus B by 2. This is how you find the arithmetic mean between two numbers. Hope it's clear to you all. Okay. Now we have few properties of AP. Okay. Let us discuss the properties of AP. Okay. Properties of AP. So let me discuss the property number 1. What is the property 1? Property 1 tells that if same fixed non-zero number is added or subtracted from each term of an AP, the resulting sequence is also an AP. That is, same fixed number. For example, if you have AP 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, etc. Consider that I am adding a fixed number, same fixed number is added or subtracted to. So if I am adding 2 throughout this, so what I'll get 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 goes like that. Again you can see this as an AP. Correct? So in case, suppose I am subtracting 3 from all this terms. So what I get? So I get 0, 2, 4, 9 minus 3, 6, 8, and it goes like that. Again you can see that this is an AP. So that is a property 1. That is, if same fixed non-zero number is added or subtracted from each term of an AP, the resulting sequence is also an AP. Similarly, what is property 2? So in the property 2, if each term of the given AP is multiplied or divided by the given non-zero fixed number, the resulting sequence is also an AP. Similarly, if I am taking an AP as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. I am dividing the whole AP by 2. What I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you can see again this is an AP. In case, consider that I am multiplying with 3. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Again you can see what is the difference between them? 6 everywhere. Correct? So again this is an AP. So what is our property number 2? If each term of a given AP is multiplied or divided by a given non-zero fixed number, the resulting sequence is also an AP. Okay. Now let me start with our exercise 10D. Let us do a few problems to exercise 10D. Okay. That is page number 146 in your textbook. Okay. Let me discuss the first question. Find 3 numbers in AP whose sum is 3 numbers we need to find out. So the numbers are not given. 3 numbers in AP. You need to find out that whose sum is equal to 24 and product is equal to 440. So 3 numbers in AP I can take. What is the condition we have told? We already discussed. If 3 numbers, 3 consecutive terms, that is AP is given, you take it as A minus D, A and A plus D. Do the same thing. A minus D, let the numbers be A minus D, A and A plus D. So these are the 3 numbers. What's the condition? Sum. Sum of them is equal to 24. So please apply that. A minus D plus A plus D equals to 24. So minus D and plus D is getting cancelled. So finally what you get? 3 times A is equal to 24. A is equal to 24 by 3 equals to 8. Now product, that is A minus D into A plus D equals to, what's the answer? 440. So you can write this as A minus D into A plus D is A square minus D square equals to 440. Now substitute the value of A. 8 into A square minus D square equals to 440. 8 square is how much? 64 minus D square equals to 440 by 8. Okay. So what is 440 by 8? Just check. 440 by 8 is 8 5s are 44. So it is 55. Okay. So you're getting it as 55. So you can write 64 minus D square is equal to 55. Again, taking 55. 9, that is equal to D square. So D is equal to root of 9, that is equal to plus or minus 3. So we already got a value of a as 8, right? So what is our AP? Our AP is given as a minus d, a plus d, right? So you have two values for d. So you can write when d is equal to plus 3, a is 8, right? 8 plus 3, 8 minus plus 3, 8 plus 3. Okay, so what you get? 8 minus 3 is 5, 8, 11. So this will be our AP. Similarly, when d is equal to minus 3, 8 minus of minus 3, 8 and 8 plus of minus 3. So you get 8 plus 3, that is 11, 8 and 5. It goes like that. So you're getting 2 AP in this case because D has two values, right? Positive and negative value. Okay. Now let me do the second question. What is the second sub question given? Okay. Now the second question is sum of 3 consecutive terms of AP is 21. Sum is given as 21. Sum of their squares is sum of their squares equals to 165. Find the 3 terms. So sum of the terms, I can take the AP as a minus d, a and a plus d. Okay, their sum, that is a minus d plus a plus d equals to 21. So minus d and plus d is getting cancelled. 3a is equal to 21. A is equal to 21 by 3, that is equal to 7. Okay. Now sum of the squares. So a minus d whole square plus a square plus a plus d whole square equals to 165. Right? Sum of the squares. So what is a minus d whole square? A square plus d square minus 2ad plus a square plus d square plus 2ad. Hope it's clear to you. A plus b whole square formula we have used and a minus b whole square formula. So plus 2ad and minus 2ad is getting cancelled here. So here you can have 3 times a square plus 2 times d square is equal to 165. What is a? A is 7. So 3 times 7 square plus 2d square equals to 165. 2 times 7 square, that is 3 times 7 square. 3 into 49 plus 2d square equals to 165. 3 into 49 will give you what? Is 27. 3 fours are 12. 12 plus 2, 147 plus 2d square equals to 165. So 2d square equals to 165 minus 147. What is 165 minus 147? That is 18. So 2d square is equal to 18 and d square is equal to 18 by 2, that is equal to 9. Therefore d is equal to root of 9, that is equal to plus or minus 3. So similarly here you had as. So when d is equal to plus 3, what is our AP? A minus the 7 plus 3 is 7 minus 3. Okay, 7 plus of minus 3. So a minus d, a and a plus d. 7 minus plus 7 minus 3 is 4, 7 plus 3 is 10. It goes like that. And when d is minus 3, it is in the other way, vice versa. 10, 7, 4, etc. Okay, hope it's clear to you all. So this is how you do the questions related to this. Okay, now let us okay, next question you have angle of quadrilateral are in AP. Write the common difference with the common difference is 20. So find the angles. So when the common difference is 20, you can take 4 angles, that is 4 angles condition is already there. So according to that, please complete that question. Now let me do the fourth question. What is given in the fourth question? Divide 96 into 4 parts which are in AP, and the ratio between the product of their means is the product to the extreme is equal to 5:7. So let me do the fourth question. Divide 96 into 4 parts which are in AP. So 96 into 4 parts. So 4 parts we have to divide. So what is the condition we have for 4 parts? It's A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. So you're dividing 96 into 4 parts means sum of all this together you will get as 96. So add them, you will get 96, right? That's how you're dividing, right? So A plus 3D equals to 96. That's the first condition. So D and D is getting cancelled, minus 3D and plus 3D is getting cancelled. So 4 times A is equal to 96. A is equal to 96 by 4. So you get the answer as 224. Okay. So you got the value of A as 24. Now let us see what is the next condition given. Product of their means to the product of their extremes. So these are our extremes, right? These are the extremes and these are the means. So product of their means to extreme. So means is A minus D into A plus D by A minus 3D into A plus 3D equals to product of the means to the product of their extremes is equal to 15 by 7. So A square minus D square equals to A square minus 9D square equals to 15 by 7. So you get 7A square minus 7D square equals to 135D square. Okay, before that let me substitute the value of A. So let me take it to one side. So what you get? 135 taken to the side, you'll get 135D square minus 7D square equals to 15A square minus 7A square. So you'll get 128D square equals to 8A square. Okay. So how do we solve it? Okay. So you can take 8 to this side, right? So you'll get 128 by 8 D square equals to A square. Okay. So 8 goes how many times? 128. 8's a 1. 8, 4, 48. 8, 6, 16. 16 is the answer. So you can get 16D square is equal to A square. So what is our A? A is equal to, you already found A as 24. So 16D square is equal to 24 square. So D square is equal to 24 into 24 by 16. Cancel. 8 2s are 8, 3s are 12s are. So what you get? D square is equal to 36 and D is equal to plus or minus 6. So you get the value of D as 6. So what they've asked you, divide 26, you can find the values. So it can be either A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D, A plus 3D. So A is 24. 24 minus 3 into 6 when D is equal to plus 6. 24 minus 6. 24 plus 6. 24 plus 3 into 6. So 24 minus 3 into, that is 24 minus 18 is equal to 6. 24 minus 6 is 18. 24 plus 6 is 30, 24 plus 18, it is equal to 42. Okay, so you're getting it as 6, 18, 30 and 42 are the numbers. If you take as minus 6 also, you'll get in the other way. D is equal to minus 6. So you'll get the answer as 42, 30, 18 and 6. Hope it's clear to you all. Now let me do the sixth question. What is given in sixth question? Split 207 into 3 parts. 3 parts which are in AP. So you can take the parts as A minus D, A and A plus D. So what do you get? A minus D plus A plus D equals to 207. Okay. So you get 3A is equal to 207. A is equal to 207 by 3. So what do you get? 207 by 3 means 18. It goes 6 times. 27, 9. A is equal to 69. Now the product of the two smaller parts is equal to 4623. So product of two smaller parts. So which are the smaller parts? Smaller part is A minus D and A. So we can write A into A minus D equals to 4623. So already you found the value of A, right? So 69 into 69 minus D equals to 4623. So 69 by D is equal to 4623 by 69. Let us divide it and see. So 4623 you can divide it by 3, right? 3 plus 2, 5. Okay. 3 it goes 1 time. Again 1. 5 times. Again 1. 4 times 1. Again 3 will go 23. So again 1541 divided by 23. So let me check. 23 into 6. What are you getting? 23 into 6, so you need 1, right? So let me check 7. 23 into 7 is 21, 2. 7 2s are. Okay, 6 will be enough, I think. 23 into 6 is 12. 1 balance. So 23 into 6. So 6 3s are 18, right? 1 balance. 6 2s are 12 plus 1 13. 138 you will get. 138 again 23 will not go. So 138. How many times? 6 times. So what are you getting the answer here? 14. So it is 6 and 1. So you get 161 here. So just check what is 23 into 7. 23 into 7 is 7 21. 2 balance. 7 2s are 14, 15, 16. So it is 67 and 161. So 67 is the answer here. Okay. So 69 minus 67 is equal to T. What is the value of T here? 2. So you got the value of T as 2. So you need to find the numbers, right? A is already there, 69. So what are the numbers? A minus D, A and A plus D. So let us write the answer. A minus D, that is 69 minus 2. 69, 69 plus 2. So what are the numbers? Numbers are 67, 69 and 71. Okay. These are the 3 numbers. Hope it's clear to you all. Okay. Now let us do the 9th question. It's something different. Insert one arithmetic mean between 3 and 13. So how do we insert an arithmetic mean between 3 and 13? Okay. So let M be the arithmetic mean between 3 and 13. So M will be equal to 3 plus 13 by 2. It's equal to 16 by 2. It's equal to 8. So the answer is arithmetic mean is equal to 8. Hope it's clear to you all. We already discussed about arithmetic mean, right? We had already discussed about arithmetic mean. Where was it? Just have a look. Okay. Before discussing, yeah, a plus b by 2. Same method we have used here to find the mean between them. So you got the arithmetic mean as 8. Okay. So hope it's clear to you all. So here we are done with the chapter arithmetic progression. Okay. So please do complete your classwork till exercise 10D. Okay. And in the next class we'll be starting with our new chapter. Thank you.